My name is Angie, and I had septo-rhinoplasty quite a few years ago. I seeked it out because I had a big, ugly, awful nose. I had a gigantic hump right here that I hated. I wish I had a before photo to show you, but I don't. My nose was very deviated. My septum was very deviated. And I just was not happy with it. I was very self-conscious. Thought about my nose all the time. I hated it when anyone saw my profile. So I got it fixed. I was living in Lansing, Michigan at the time. Pretty happy with it. It still had a little bump right here that I wished he had taken off, and I didn't understand why he didn't, but I know rhinoplasty is a pretty difficult procedure, so I was not expecting perfection. Unfortunately, a few years after I got my rhinoplasty, septo-rhinoplasty, my nose started to collapse, and I had a hard time breathing through it. In fact, I had to wear the Breathe Right nose strips every night to bed so I could breathe, which got really annoying. So I found a surgeon in Seattle, where I live now, named Craig Murakami, and he was great. He had a really nice manner, had a nice way about him, and I felt like he was very capable. He'd been recommended by someone else to me. So I went to him, and he ended up taking cartilage from this ear and putting it into this side of my nose to, I guess, make my nostril bigger so more air could go through. In retrospect, I wish we had done this ear as well, because since I had that done, this side has now collapsed to the point where I feel like my voice is a little nasally, where it wasn't before I ever got my first rhinoplasty. And it also just doesn't look great. And my nose is still fairly crooked and deviated, and I'm okay with it. I'm not going to seek out another revision rhinoplasty unless it collapses a lot more. Despite everything I went through, I would still say that I'm really happy that I got my rhinoplasty. I hated my nose, as I mentioned in the beginning. I don't think it's the best nose ever now, but I can live with it, and I don't think about it so much. So I'd say if you're thinking about getting a nose job, do your homework. Find a surgeon that you're comfortable with, is qualified, is board certified, who've seen a lot of before and after photos. See if they have any reviews on realself.com. And definitely do your homework. It makes a big difference to get a surgeon that you feel good about. So that's my story. If you have any questions, you can send me a personal message here on Real Self at Angie MCC. Bye.